Guess what time it is? Hey guys, welcome back to 2A Wolf. The solar panels came in. The solar panel starter kit that I was talking about, yeah, it came in. So we're gonna unbox it and we're gonna check it out. Oh, wait. Push. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. They're a little heavier than I thought. Oh, okay. Okay, it looks like that's already been, somebody already got into that. Okay, so there's the book. There's the Wanderer series 30 amp controller. There's the grounding cable. There's one of those cables. It's the power cable. Not really. Oh, that's probably the mounting hardware kits. There's the other cable. Okay, so let's move this because those are identical. You don't need to see the same thing. All right, so that looks like it's all the stuff. So that goes to one panel, that goes to the other panel. Oh, there's the connectors for two into one. Yep, so it'll go together, 2 into 1. And the controller, there's, I don't know. Some people say they don't like the controller. They say get a different controller. Some people even complain that it didn't work. I might end up laying stuff out, like outside in the sunlight, and then double checking to make sure that I'm getting voltage through everything. So I'll probably end up checking that out. And these must be the mounting hardware. That is the mounting hardware. It's got their company name on it. Gee, I wonder why that is. And, come on, what do you get stuck together? So from what I understand, it kind of goes like, it said mounting hole, it says this is the leak hole. Maybe it does go that way. So I'll have to double check, but I don't know what those tabs are for, but I was thinking it was like that. Ours is going to be slightly different anyways, but I got a feeling, sneaky suspicion, it's going to be like that. Now I'm going to have 2 on top of each other because that's the only far apart that I need them, because if you remember, I'll show you. If you remember, the pontoon boat just has these, right? Because that's where it's got to sit in between. Well, that's plenty of room for that to fit in there. So that has to straddle one of the panels, because remember I laid it out? Oh, let's see if I'm right on the size. Here's one of the paper templates that I made. And that's just about, that is just about right on the money. So the measurements they did online were actually true. I don't know what that is. It doesn't look like these were previously mounted. So one thing that I do have to be mindful of is that tower power sits right about here. So that means the 14 inches that I can't mess with is roughly like that. Actually, it should be out just a couple of inches, right? Because I can't have it that close because my panels are 2.5 inches thick. So it'll be over just a couple more inches. So one uni strut there, one there, and that panel is, how long did we say that panel was? The panel was, I think, 42.5. So that panel will be right about here. So that leaves plenty of room away from that fan. Okay, just realized something. I can't put the uni strut where I exactly want them because, I'll show you, because I have to make sure the uni strut lines up with these holes in order to get the brackets on there, because the brackets are going to be like that. So I'm going to have to bolt, and then I'm going to drill a hole for the bolts that I have for the uni strut. Then I got to bolt these up, set it up on top of the roof, and put the uni strut underneath so I know exactly where the uni strut has to be. Okay, putting my 3/8 inch hole, since this is the bolts I use. Okay, these are 10 millimeter. Yeah, 10 millimeter deals. So I guess that's gonna go like that. It goes like that. It goes like that. But make sure that's good and snug. See what happens. How about if we do it this way? It's got to be, which one am I picking? It's got to be, I betcha. Oh, duh. Oh, wait a second. Yeah, that's lower than that. Yeah, I could have grabbed a socket, but these aren't very big, so, and there's not a lot of them. I guess it's going to be like that, because the uni strut nuts will be up inside there, right? So this is the roof. This is upside down. So plenty of room. Shouldn't be a problem. Okay, I set them up here just to get a look-see. Not too far off my mark. My mark is right there, so what, 3 inches? And I got the space down there in the middle, so that way my pontoon can sit there. I'm gonna double check that, but these panels can slide. That's another reason why I use the uni strut. Because see, I have it over as far as I can to the one side. I'll have to double check that, but it's gonna be a while before I get the pontoon boat up here anyways. I still gotta figure out how to develop a system to get it up and down. Alrighty, got the panels bolted down. Those are solid. Got the connections kind of started. I got the wire I set out. I just kind of strung it out a little bit. I do got to put a hole right about here, but I got to get that that piece where it makes the water through the ceiling water connection, waterproof connection thing. So I'll get that. Put the hole in there, put that on there, run the cables, connect that. Yeah, fan, get the fan cut in. So we'll get that done. I think I have enough room to get the center of the pontoon right, you know, the side there and the other side over there. Now remember, since this is on Unistrut, I can move these panels if I need to. I can loosen them up and move them back, you know, side to side a little bit, and I'll leave a little bit of slack for that wiring. Yeah. All right, moving on. A little nervous about this hole because, I mean, it is what it is, but I know that wall is 2.5 inches thick. Something like that. So that corner should be right there. And tower power is probably something like that. maybe a little bit more. Yeah, it's actually a little bit more. So I had drilled a hole, something like that, a pretty good sized hole through the foam, with the anticipation I'd need to get the power wire from the fan to run through the foam and down into this tower power. So I'm thinking about just putting a hole right here, and hope that's okay. So seeing how the cover is, even if I put the hole right about there, give enough room to come in and bend down that. So I'm going to I think I'll just put the two holes side by side. Easy, buddy. So I'm going to leave a little bit of slack so that way I can prepare for the fan that's going to go right here. And I left that open so you can kind of see it. And that'll just kind of go down, seal it up, crank those tight. And I'll show you the controller. So I ran the wires behind the tower of power, so I'll leave that switch out until the fan gets in. And hooked up the controller right there. And it's blinking green, so I guess we're good. So hooking up the solar system wasn't really that hard. The connections that Renogy put on there, you can't, it's male-female, so you can't plug it in incorrectly. So 2-to-1 stuff up on top, hot-cold, if that's what you want to call it, hot-cold wires go down, goes into, now it does have a big warning on there that you hook up the battery to the controller first, then you hook up the solar to the controller. So I made sure I did read some of the instructions and directions and stuff. It doesn't really tell you what the flashy green PV light is, but anyways, overall it's not too bad. I did check the voltage output on it. I'm getting good volts out of it, and it's, even though it's sitting in the garage with the lights over it. So it wasn't too bad. Took my time, cut the cables the right length, and yeah, fairly easy. Now I'm gonna wait for that fan to come in and get that fan done. But I want to get started on doing some drawers. So maybe next time we'll get that done. So anyways, I hope this helped. That Renogy kit wasn't too bad at all. It was fairly easy actually. So anyways, but thanks for following along on 2A Wolf. And hit the like, share, subscribe. You know what to do. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, leave them down below. And I'll see you next time on 2A Wolf.